Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd with Dan Hurd Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am here on Vancouver Island looking for BC's infamous Dallasite. Yes, Dallasite, a gemstone found here on Vancouver Island, which is making big inroads in the international community as one of the new and upcoming gems. It is being bought all over the world, and they're starting to discover how beautiful it actually is. I'm having a hard time keeping it on the web store, so I'm here to collect some more today to keep my stock levels up. So wish me luck, and I hope you enjoy. Now I have three areas I like collecting Dallasite here on Vancouver Island. Two of them are rivers up in the hills, and one of them is this beachfront along here. The tide is just on its way down, really high right now, but on its way down, starting to expose some of the upper gravels, and hopefully as the day goes on, lower and lower gravels. So I'm gonna make a walk out to that point there and see what I can collect. This is a great way to go gemstone hunting. Just walking down the beach on a nice winter's day. It's January 11th right now. Nice and warm here on the west coast of British Columbia. And we're out here looking for gemstones. And for those of you who are saying that Dallasite is not a gemstone, it's classified as a semi-precious gemstone. Not like diamonds or sapphires, which are precious gemstones. Semi-precious gemstones are things like agates and Dallasite and ocean picture stone, those kind of things. And that's what we are looking for today along the beach. There's one right there. Not the great one though. We'll find the good ones. And here's a nice looking one. Very nice. Little small guy right there. See something up here. Oh yeah, these will be nice. So far it's been mostly smaller rocks. Really nice looking smaller rocks, but smaller pieces of Dallasite. Now where I'm going, I'm walking to one of the rivers that pulls Dallasite out of the mountains and brings it down to the ocean. So I'm hoping as I get closer to the river, I will start finding bigger pieces. But some of these little pieces, they are fantastic. And hopefully I will have lots of close-up shots here to put in this video, show you along the way. Unfortunately, a lot of the bigger rocks are out in the tide line at the moment, but tide is going out fast right now. By the time I get down there and walk back, this stuff will all be exposed. Nice. Now there's a nice size beauty one. Very, oh, and how about this one? That's great. Look at the patterns. That's what I want, lots of those. Now we're on it. Dallasite. Now, for the longest time, I was saying that Dallasite was only found on Vancouver Island, but it has come to my attention that there are some other deposits that are very, very similar to Dallasite. Might not be called Dallasite, but it's the same idea as Dallasite. The stuff I've seen from Alberta doesn't quite have the same vibrant green in it. And there was another deposit I saw somewhere that was very, very gray, but the stuff on Vancouver Island is definitely the best Dallasite around. And it's probably the only stuff that you can truly call Dallasite, because Dallasite was named after Dallas Road here on Vancouver Island. And if I have the story straight, I think it was like Polly's uncle or grandpa or something like that that named Dallasite after Dallas Road. Now, Polly was supposed to be here today with me looking for this Dallasite, but he bailed on me, the scumbag. No, he had something that he had to get done today and couldn't be out here today with me, which is unfortunate. I love hanging out with Pioneer Polly. Ooh, Dallasite! Here's my first big one coming. My big wow stone of the day so far. There we are. Size of hand. Nice. Bigger stones like this, I only want to take the really nice looking ones because they get heavy in the backpack. And you know, I've already walked, you know, half a kilometer and I have to carry that backpack back. After jade hunting the other day, my shoulders are really hurting from carrying so much weight on them. So I have to be careful. I think this is about where I turned back last time I was hunting here. Off into uncharted territories. Now let's cut this one open and see what it looks like inside. Out here on the slimy rocks, it's, well, a lot harder to walk, but it's also a little harder to see the Dallasite because it's got a bit of algae on the surface. That's a really nice rock. It's just not quite so bright white because of the algae. But there still is good stuff out here. Just a little harder to see. Dirty rock. And clean. Now let's cut. And cut! The rocks are starting to get bigger, and we're starting to find bigger chunks of beautiful Dallasite. This will be one to show you cut. It is possible I see the rock of the day here. Right there. And there she be, the best piece of Dallasite so far today. And I say, so far. My backpack's getting full and I'm not even where I want to be yet. That's not good. So my backpack is now too heavy to continue. I'm gonna just do one quick little search around here. Anything I see will go and make it even heavier. And then I'm gonna run it back to the truck. And instead of collecting anything between here and there, I'm just gonna walk back to this point, start here, and move on. A lot of these rocks of Dallasite I see, I have to kick them over just to make sure, you know, that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice right there. But for such a big rock, I don't know if it's worth taking it just for one small little area. So leave that one. Look for something that is more nicer-ish all the way through. Now how about that one? No, I will not be taking that one back. Lots of basalt, lots of Dallasite, lots of really gorgeous rock, but also lots of weight. Look at that, a gravel bar is exposing itself out there. Not much longer before there'll be endless amounts of hunting grounds. So while I sit back, relax, and get myself psyched up for the long, heavy trek back to the truck with all that weight, I think it's time to answer the question about what is Dallasite. So, geology lesson of the day. What is the gemstone known as Dallasite? Well, it is a semi-precious gemstone because we make jewelry out of it. And it is formed in the crevices or cracks or voids between the pillows of pillow basalt. Now, it is a breccia. A breccia is a structure of rock, a type of rock, the structure. It is a breccia composed of chlorite, epidote, calcite, quartz, and carbonate. And those things are all infills in these gaps between the pillows of pillow basalt. And the pillows spall off, they break off some of the surface, which create these structures inside the Dallasite, which makes it so beautiful. Once in a while you'll actually find a void or a vug inside there, but most often it is just solid inside the Dallasite. One of BC's gorgeous, semi-precious gemstones. There's your geology lesson of the day. So this backpack is already too heavy for me. I wonder how many more rocks I'll pick up along the way. Oh, this looks pretty. Very nice. I know. Ooh. Oh, I can't leave that behind. Wow. Ooh. Another beauty. Well, back to where I left off. I passed lots of good Dallasite of the way here, but I told myself, no collecting until I get back here. So, time to start collecting again. This one looks good. Oh, very nice. I like it when the white is very, very white and you have very distinct little rectangles in the breccia, in the rock, I should say. And sometimes some of the carbonates and calcites and whatnot weather out of these, leaving pockets. And that's just the rock weathering. That there is a void, a pocket inside while it was forming. That was there to start with. This is some of the rock weathering out. You can see the perfect calcite crystal that just dissolved away from in there. That's a nice little pocket. And often inside these pockets you get some really neat little bubbly structures.
Botryoidal something in there, and then a calcite crystal way in behind.
Oh, is it gonna be good? Not as big as I hoped. It's mediocre. So small pieces of Dallasite look amazing tumbled. Tumbles up beautifully. If you're doing lapidary work with your Dallasite, I do suggest that you stabilize it. Now, because of the way it's formed and because of the way we find it in water like this, there's often little micro fractures throughout. And because of that, stabilizing really helps with the grinding stages of Dallasite. Now, you can buy expensive chemicals to stabilize rocks. Ooh, there's a nice one. I just use simple crazy glue. Get the most liquidy fluid crazy glue you can find, not the gel stuff. And before you start grinding it, cover all sides of the slab and edges with crazy glue. Do your coarse grind, then put crazy glue again on over the whole surface. Do your mid grind, one more coat of crazy glue, and then you're good to go. Unless you want to use the crazy glue to help get a perfect finish on the surface. The crazy glue just helps seal up all of those cracks and make sure they don't come apart on you or leave nasty crack marks in the polish. Always like it when they're partly buried because you never know how big it's gonna be underneath. Ooh, I can't move this one. Yes, nice big one. Great patterns, very nice. Saw another one up here somewhere. Where was it? Oh yeah, over here. Not so much. Now that I'm rounding the corner, I can't really take too much video. The wind is just howling here. I have to protect the camera with my body. But look at that beaut. Too much wind, but what a nice rock. Oh, I hope the wind's not too bad. Let me get my body in the way. That is awesome. Wow, beautiful. That might be the prettiest rock of the day. Not the biggest, but just amazing. Well, I got away from the wind a little bit. My beard must be just wild with all that moist air. Moist air and wind. I did it again. My backpack is too heavy to put on my back. I can barely lift it off the ground with my hands, like with the handle. My pockets are both right full. I must have, 100 to 150 pounds worth of rock with me. And now I have to get back to the truck. And of course, I'm as far away from the truck as possible right now. I keep doing it to myself. I keep doing it. But I'm having fun. I'm loving life. Got some great Dallasite. Had an awesome day out here on the water. And hopefully I have tons of great pictures to show you. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me that thumbs up. If I haven't earned your subscription already, I hope I earned your subscription today. And a big thanks to everyone for watching, especially my patrons. Because of the support of my patrons, I get to make these weekly episodes of Dan Hurd Prospecting. Hope you're all having an amazing day. And until the next one, bye.